Hey guys, welcome back to another video in the series of Python for beginners, and in today's episode we are going to discuss about control statement or loops. So before moving forward, if you have not subscribed my channel, kindly do so. That's a request. Now let's dive right into the video. So before moving forward, we need to understand what exactly is a loop. A loop is used for iterating over a sequence. That sequence can be a list, a tuple, a dictionary, a set, or a string. We'll take example for that. With the loops, we can execute a set of statements once for each item in a sequence. That sequence can be anything: a list, a tuple, a dictionary, a set, or a string. We're going to take example of a list and a string today. You can use this in tuple, dictionary, or a set, but in this course we have not discussed a tuple, dictionary, or a set yet. Once we'll be doing that, we'll be discussing about the for loop in that condition as well. Now on my right, you can see that how does it execute. So this is the flow chart from where control starts from here. It goes to the condition. If condition is true, it goes to the loop body and executes whatever you have written over here. Until and unless this condition is false, it will keep on rotating infinite loop kind of a thing until and unless this condition is met. Once this condition is met, it will come outside. Because it's false, it will come outside and execute whatever steps you are having over there. So that is a basic idea of how a loop works. Now let us understand the types of loops. So the first one is a while loop. It repeats any statement or a group of statements while a given condition stands true. It tests the condition before executing the loop body in which you write your code. So this is the syntax for it. You write a while expression and it will match for some condition, and then it will execute the statements depending if the condition is true or not. In the for loop, it executes a sequence of statements multiple times depending on the loop variable. So syntax is for. For is the keyword that you have to use. Then your iterating variable. This can be anything. Generally, people use I, J, K, something like that. And you can name it as well. It's totally your choice. In sequence, the sequence can be anything. This can be a string. This can be a list. And then you have to write the statements. And that's how you execute a for statement. If it's not understandable right now, that's fine. We're going to do what we'll be doing a demo and you'll be able to understand over there. Now let us move to the nested one. So you can use one or more loop inside any another while or a for loop. So this is the syntax for that. You can see that it's a for loop. It has an iterating variable in a sequence. Then again it has an iterating variable in a sequence. It will execute some statement and then it will execute some statement. So you can see it has created a nest over here. And that's how it works, guys. We'll take a demo for this as well. For nested while loop, again the same thing: while expression, and then you'll be executing the statements. The scope of this while expression is over here, and this while is over here, and this is over here, and then it is going to execute it, and that's how it works. So I hope you have understood this part. Now we are going to move to the demo part in which we'll understand how to do these things. So let's dive right into it. So this is the first program. I hope you have understood the basic concept of it, and let's understand how does this get executed. So let me do a dir over here and see where I am right now. Okay, I'm in the file. Perfect. Let me just make a clean slate of it. And these are the programs that you can write on your own or you can clone from my repository. Okay, now let's execute this and understand what exactly is happening over here. Now you can see this count is equal to 1. It is trying to meet this condition. Count is less than equal to 10. Print the count is, and you are printing the number, and then count is getting count plus 1. This or this is the same thing. You can comment, you can uncomment this, you can comment this, result would be the same. I think I have already explained you in the operators video. Now what it is doing, it is escape character like new line character, and it is printing a new line over here and new line over here. Okay, so you can use it. Now it is printing, we just printed the while loop. What is happening? For the first time, the count will be 1. It will go over here 1. 1 is less than equal to 10? Yes. It will go over here, print this, and the count is 1. It will again go over here. It will be 1. Now count equal to count plus 1 equal to 1 plus 1 equal to 2. Now 2 is less than 10? Yes. This will keep on happening until and unless it is less than 11 or something. So now if I make it 9 over here and I save it and I run it, it will print only till 9, and previously it was printing till 10, because that's how it works, guys. Okay, let me move back and give it 10. Perfect. Now we are going to test. We already tested it. We can use else and while as well. Now this is a perfect example of it. Counter equal to 1. While counter is less than 10, you have to print this and keep on increasing the count, else you can print this. So for what happens is, for around 11 times it will be equal. Okay, the counter starts from 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. For 10 times it would be equal. As soon as the counter becomes 11, this condition gets false and then it jumps to else, and then it will print it is not less than equal to 10. So that's how it works, guys. So I hope you guys have understood it. Now let's move on to the for loop. Let me just clear this. Now, for loop is again the same thing, but it just the syntax is different. So for I, this I is my iterating variable and I'm running it through the string. So once you do it, it will run through every character like LOGIC, OPS, LAB, and then it will just print in I for the current letter. So let's just see it. How does it work? And you can see it has printed LogicOps lab over here, orange, apricot, mangoes and grapes. This is the example of my second code. Why? Because I'm running it into list. So this is a list of fruits: orange, apricot, mango and grapes. Now this is a second example in which you can use any character. Generally people use I, J, K, L, M, N. You can use anything. In fruits, it's running through the sequence. This is the sequence in which we have a string. This is a sequence in which we have a list. Current fruit is, it will run through 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 times and then it is used, it will print everything. And that's how a for loops work. It is a very basic example. Let me just clean this and let's dive right into the nested loop. Very interesting topic, guys. So these kind of question comes in interview in which they ask you to print something, you can say a pattern or something. So we'll print a pyramid over here for the stars. Now let me print this and I'll explain you line by line what is happening. Now n is the number 6. For I in range, if you remember in the last few videos we have studied about range. So range is something what you give 3 types. One is this, and one is this type in a hop. Let's move back. Let me close this. And this what we are doing is, let me close this. Let's go to nested loops. 0 till n, from 0 till n, n is 6. So it means 0 till 6. So this is the outer loop. Okay. And in the inner loop, you are going to run for j in range 0, I plus 1. So every time this runs, I has a value of something that is going to increase. And then j will get that value and increase by 1. And then it will print the stars. Now let's say for the first one, what happens? For I equal to range equal to 0 to n. So let's say it is 0. Okay. Now I is 0 over here. J is I plus 1. So I plus 1 is 1. So it will run one time and print 1. For the second run, I's value would be 1. And this would be from 0 till I plus 1. 1 plus 1 equal to 2. So 0 till 2, which means 2 times. It will print 2 times. Then I will be 3. Then it will be from 0 till 3. And then 0 till 4, 0 till 5 and 0 till 6. And as soon as this becomes I equal to becomes 7, what happens then? Once it becomes 7, it will not print anything because the condition won't be able to fulfill it, because it has to be in the range of 9 n. Okay, so it won't come till 7, it will be till 6 only. So I hope you have understood it. Why we are giving this line print over here? Because let me just show you why I'm giving this. So if I don't give it this will print in one line, and that's what not we want. So that's why we are just printing a blank value over here. I cannot give backslash n over here right now because I cannot give it because it will mess up with this. So that's what I don't want to do. So I hope you guys have understood this, guys. If there is any issue, feel free to comment below and we will address that. And you need practice for this. This might look very easy from here. You can clone the repository, you can just type the same code and run. This looks very clean from here, but when you start doing it, it might be a bit difficult when you see a lot of logical problems in order to solve that. But if you are very good in your basics, then I think you would be able to do everything. So thanks guys, and I'll see you in the next video.